Good evening and welcome to Sleep Time Stories. Tonight we will be taking a tour through a sleepy English village. My name is Tom and I will be gently guiding you through this sleepy village, stopping at some of the local shops and the points of interest in the village. Before we set out on this tour, I just want you to take a moment to get comfortable in bed or wherever you're planning on settling down for the evening. Remember, you don't need to do anything else. It's all about setting your mind up for sleep. So, are you comfortable? Perfect. And as I describe the village, know that whatever you see in your mind's eye is absolutely fine. So when you're ready, we'll begin our tour of the nighttime village. Welcome to the nighttime village tour. It's great to meet you. I always like to begin our tours in the village square by this beautifully sculpted water fountain. It's a tradition in the village to take a coin and toss it into the water, and as you do so, make a wish. Now, whatever you wish for is completely up to you. Of course, but I'll let you in on a little local secret. Most people in the village wish for good health, healthy relationships, and a positive life. And remember to keep your wish a secret. And when you're ready, release the coin into the water. So, what did you wish for? Ah, yes, that wouldn't be keeping it a secret, would it? As we wander through this village, you may start to feel this place is plucked out of a fairy tale, stuck in time, as no new houses have been built here since the 1600s. All the cottages and buildings have been built using the same honeyed-hued stone which gives them their nice golden colour. Okay, let's move on. We really have got a splendid evening for tonight's tour. I find strolling along these small cobbled streets very relaxing. And because we're a small village, there's almost no noise at all. It's kind of like a noise detox for your ears. Now, let me point out these row of cottages. Do you see the chimneys at the top? The ones with the smoke and the flicker of orange sparks coming out of the top? Those are from the wood burning stoves that you find inside most of the cottages here. Nothing makes you feel more cozy and wholesome than stepping into your cottage after a crisp, cold walk and being greeted by the warming glow of a wood-burning fire, along with a blanket and hot drink. The residents here also like to decorate the front of their gardens with flowers and plants. As you can see, these cottages look like they're made out of plants rather than stone, as there is a huge variety of flowers and plants covering their gardens. Every year there's a garden competition in the village as to who has the most beautiful garden. Of course, it's all in good fun and an excuse for everyone in the village to get together. Now, this is the village tea room, where you can feast on home-baked cakes, buns, and pastries if you've got a sweet tooth. Or perhaps you prefer something savoury. In that case, they have a great selection of pies, soups, and sandwiches, washing it all down with a nice cup of tea or coffee. It does tend to get quite busy when it's open during the day, so make sure you book in if you plan on stopping by for some lunch. If you're looking for something stronger with a cheery atmosphere and a place to get to know people, then I'd like to draw your attention to the village pub, the Cart and Wheel. If you enjoy the crackling fires and a mug of ale or whatever it is you enjoy drinking, the Cart and Wheel will most certainly have it on offer. Believe it or not, this pub is actually a 12th century inn that has been restored over the many years. As we peer in through the window, you'll notice the rustic wooden look with the wooden beams running across the ceiling. The pub also has a charming courtyard out back, so on those warmer summer evenings you can relax outside. It's strange to imagine having a drink in a place as old as this. I like to think of travellers in the 12th century who are looking for a meal or a place to rest after a long journey. Finding this inn must have been a most welcoming sight. All right, here we are, crossing the stone bridge in the village. Underneath us is the river that runs all the way through the village. It's a very calm river, and sometimes it's therapeutic to stand in the middle of the bridge and just listen to the sound of the water flowing. If it's something that interests you, you can hire a wooden rowboat and see the village from the water's perspective. It's just something a little different, I suppose. You might be wondering where all the residents get their flowers from to decorate their gardens. Now that we've crossed the bridge, we're standing outside the village florist. If you need red flowers, purple flowers, blue flowers, potted plants, or just some friendly advice on how to take care of your flowers, or perhaps you want to know the secret to creating the most beautiful floral arrangements for any occasion, then this is the place to come. Although I would avoid it around competition time, as it tends to get quite busy. There's no need to worry about that. Now, as everybody is sleeping, everywhere is calm. Alright, we're going to take a look at the market hall. The market hall is a large converted farmhouse where all of the locals come to shop. There's a stall for anything and everything. For example, if you have a passion for arts and crafts, a girl by the name of Maggie has a stall for all your crafting needs and can find any material you need for a project. Most of the traders are locals like John, who is a beekeeper. He keeps his bees in his garden, and of course the bees can fly freely, pollinating all of the flowers and plants around the village. John likes to bring his fresh honey to sell at the market. He also keeps books on beekeeping for anyone who's interested in learning more about bees. Depending on the seasons in the village, the marketplace offers a variety of seasonal things to buy, attracting visitors from all over. For example, at Halloween, you'll find the marketplace decorated with pumpkins, perfect for making pumpkin pie. During the festive season, the market is decorated with colourful lights, and in the summertime, small-time bands and musicians come to play during the lighter evenings and warmer nights. As it's nighttime, a truly wonderful sight is viewing the village from on top of the village hill. Looking down on the village, you can see the gentle glow coming from the cottages' windows, caused by the wood-burning fires. It really does look like a fairy tale village, doesn't it? It seems like an appropriate time to show you the village manor house. The manor house is owned by the Broomfield family. They're sort of like local celebrities around the village. There's of course Mr. and Mrs. Broomfield, and their two children, Maximilian and Amelia. Today the manor house is converted into a hotel and is covered in green ivy. However, the west wing of the house is still lived in by the Broomfield family. This is the perfect place to unwind, whether you're staying a weekend or longer. It's a place you can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life. As you can see, you've got the picturesque view of the village below and the surrounding hills. The manor house also has a few activities you can indulge in to help you unwind during your stay. There is a spa facility should you need a little pampering. You will also find several reading nooks should you prefer to curl up with a good book. Or maybe you would like to take a mindful stroll through the manor house grounds for true serenity. It's probably the right time to get you settled in to your room here at the manor house. Charles, if you could come here for a quick moment. Yes, if you could escort our guest to their room, that would be perfect. Oh, and Charles, make sure that any thoughts that are not serving our guest are left at the check-in desk, okay? Perfect. And could you make sure that it's a room with a view of the village, please? Thank you so much, Charles. Allow me to escort you to your room. Ah, yes, room number 41. Charles has made an excellent choice. And this is where I take my leave. It has been an absolute pleasure guiding you through our little village. I hope you have enjoyed this experience, and I hope to see you back again very shortly. But most importantly, make sure you have a good night's sleep. And until next time, good night.